Welcome to the Fly Route Pod. Whether it's your first time listening to any of our videos or you're a return listener, do us a favor. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our content.
The Fly Route Pod. The Fly Route Pod. The Fly Route Pod.
This leads me to my second point, which is about Justin Fields. And I'm going to tell you, I do not want Justin Fields to start the season. I think I am one of few Bears fans that's going to look at you right now and say that is a bad decision. And that is largely because our offensive line is going to struggle early based off everything that I've heard and that I've seen from training camp so far. We aren't looking too good. And even once we get all of our starters in there, they're going to be kind of out of practice. They haven't got to practice while everybody else was getting up to speed. They haven't got to gel together. And I don't want to put Justin Fields into another poorly designed situation of Chicago Bear offensive line mess like we had these previous years. I'd rather have him wait a little bit, sit behind Andy Dalton, and look, I get it. Andy Dalton doesn't seem exciting to everybody. But what's really important is early on, I think the offensive line is going to give up a lot of sacks, give up a lot of hits, give up a lot of pressure. And it sounds kind of weird to say this, but I'd rather have experienced Andy Dalton dealing with that situation and what comes with it than new quarterback Justin Fields. But just like last year, our offensive line started to gel, get better. We got our run game underneath us after some games and getting further into the season. That is actually when I would like to see Justin Fields start, when things are a little bit more solidified and he is coming into what is a more successful situation. Now, that being said, Justin Fields has looked great at camp. Everybody is very excited at all the amazing things that he has been doing. And we are going to, according to Nagy, get a very, very, very heavy dose of Justin Fields in training camp and preseason, especially in preseason. He's going to get to play large stretches, and hopefully he gets to grow some confidence in the offense and get a lot of information that he's going to be able to learn from later on in the season. But I cannot overstate how good he has looked in camp. People have been electric just watching him touch the ball. And I have a couple of just clips that I want to show you all that I've aggregated to kind of show how strong he's been in camp. Then we had to get to see him show off his arm, throwing deep, catching receivers in stride, as you can see right there. Perfect path. Everything's fantastic. He even beats the rush and goes off for a long run in training camp. And as you can see in many of these plays, the offensive line is not holding up all that great, but Justin is making it happen anyway. And this is exactly what I'm trying to say, is that for the most part, we should be very confident in Justin Fields' skills when the time comes. But right now, we got to think about Andy Dalton. And good news here is that everybody, from everything I've heard, has said Andy Dalton doesn't look shabby in camp either. He's connecting with the receivers like Allen Robinson really well as Darnell Mooney and some of our other guys. And it's great to see. He's looked sharp. It seems like he's very comfortable in the playbook. And the most important thing, which is usually the hardest thing for new receivers and quarterbacks to get down with each other, is timing. Matt Nagy has complimented his timing time and time again, I guess, for just the easy way to make this happen. And that is something that I think we should just stay calm, stay strong, and things will definitely work out for us, Bears fans. Do not panic and give Andy Dalton a chance to put Justin Fields in the best situation that he can be.